Yeah. Are we there, my people? Are we there? All right, let's bless the people and get the show rolling. How long should I talk for?
2 minutes.
Okay, cool. Not too long. Yeah, let's go. We're good? All right, we would like once again to apologize for the technical difficulties. We understand that the internet, especially in this part of Uganda during election time, is bringing a lot of, slowed frequencies that don't allow us to, render everything that we have programmed. But we are glad to be consistent and persistent and committed to bring this live. So first of all, we want to apologize to everyone who's lost about an hour and a half of our technical difficult, troubleshooting, but we are back live. The show is ready. We are ready to deliver. So wherever you sit in your living room, for those who are still around, and wherever you're situated, this is a moment of tune in, whether it's on your computer, on your phone, on your iPad, wherever you're situated. This is a historical digital moment celebrating 18 years of indigenous hip-hop culture in Uganda. Of course, when we talk about hip-hop culture on the east coast of Africa, this is one of the longest running hip-hop cultural events. You know what I mean? And we are here tuning in to celebrate it with you. So we want to thank you for being patient and definitely understanding that, being able to, use this broadband width to broadcast, beyond with our global family becomes challenging. But once again, as hip-hoppers, we don't stop being innovative. So we're about to start off the show. As we start off the show once again, we raise the Spirit of God and the blessings of our ancestors to guide us through this frequency of learning and sharing and spreading energies that will inspire generations to come because of this moment that's designed right here. So thanks to the team behind the scene, thanks to all our supporters and everyone who's participated and engaged to make this possible. But we're officially tuning into our live show right now, broadcasting all the way from Kampala, Uganda at Namasuba Heights. Of course, bringing it live to every living room and every space in our community for people to engage and connect with hip-hop culture in Uganda. So ladies and gentlemen, here is the official set-off of the big global indigenous hip-hop gathering 2020, celebrating 18 years of powering indigenous hip-hop culture in Uganda as Bavubuka Foundation. Peace and love, and enjoy the show.
Celebrate it with all our loved people all around the globe, all around the world. It's been an amazing journey as we were able to learn together, impact each other, learn from each other, and I am so glad I get to be here and celebrate with you, and you get to celebrate with us.
The city is burning, and so is my face. My mouth the shape of an O. Words trying as they may, maybe even tumbling into the night, asking, have you seen me yet? Do you know me now? Can you remember my name? A woman once told me I can only love others once I start to love myself. But even then, I knew that was not the truth of it. The real question will always posit, how can anyone love themselves if they cannot love me? With this skin, the underbelly of the moon, the black of a solar flare, a centurion of a conundrum, the nadir of a nation. Perhaps the real question is, to love me is to love where I come from. Can you? Centuries of a familial map etched in skin along my palm. Wouldn't you say it odd? Curious? A decayed leaf is still a leaf. Don't let what is brittle fool you. Haven't we all felt thirst one time or another? I like them. A burning charcoal stove, a cup of water, a candle, my lit altar ablaze with a bowl of waragi. And I let spirit roam within my homestead, holding and letting go their waves of disjointed cacophonies. Allah, Yahweh, ancestral spirit of cosmic divine guidance, Mashallah, Inshallah, O Blessed One, O Blessed One. I take, Ameen.
Friends, families, and relatives, we'd like to welcome you once again to the 18th Annual Big Global Indigenous Summit Hip Hop Gathering. We are here to stand in solidarity and be grateful for the love, for the support, for everything each individual has been able to contribute to the culture. Here in Uganda, we've had such a wonderful journey of seeing ghetto communities, gated communities, corporate, or social, our communities come together to see that hip hop culture continues to be a platform on which they can have faith that we can indeed construct and build for humanity forward. But as indigenous hip hop practitioners, we are here to celebrate with you, with all our relatives around the globe, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, Ghana, everyone who's going to be rendering their voices, Senegal, and to mention more, Zimbabwe, everyone who's going to contribute to this sound is to really tune us into the idea of what the motherland has given us and this ancestral gift that we bear named hip-hop culture or poetry, or in our language, indigenous language, we call it okutontoma, this art that's ancestral that we are going to be celebrating and its influence on our lives, what it has done for us, how it has liberated our minds to continue supporting not only our communities, not only our immediate local environments, but the worldwide globe, tuning into this connection point of going back to our source and honoring our ancestors and continuing to know that our work today anchor a foundation to build platforms for our children. So as we're going into this year of celebrating the 18th Annual Indigenous Big Global Summit, we want to call on our relatives wherever you are, Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, Zimbabwe, South Africa, to lend a voice in this time to speak into the future of the culture. This is how we honor our ancestors, by creating a unified voice that represents the truth that we have indeed witnessed transform our lives and other lives in our communities.
We are so happy to have some of our hip-hop pioneers here in Uganda and all around the world get to celebrate with us their hip-hop journey and share with us their knowledge and wisdom throughout this entire process. And we're so blessed to have them here on this platform, and we can't wait to hear from them.
Luga Flow family, my name is Mazi Mutafa, Executive Director of Words, Beats, and Life, a hip-hop nonprofit based in Washington, D.C. For the last 14 years, I've had the honor and the privilege to be a partner and collaborator with the Bavubuka Foundation on the continent and here in the United States. It's been our honor to host delegations here in Washington, D.C. to connect with Baba in New York City and around the country. Most of this 18 years, I know you've been celebrating the real power of hip hop from an indigenous point of view, celebrating your own language, connecting with the elders and the young people, from the folks in the townships, the villages, and the city, from the farmers to the store owners. It's powerful. That hip hop isn't just music and performance, but it's about community and culture. And you all have been reflecting that knowledge and that understanding for more than 18 years. It's an honor to be here with you today and to celebrate this 18-year anniversary, celebrating not just the summit, but the Back to the Source retreat and all the artists, the farmers, the archivists, the creators that have been a part of it. I'm here to say big ups to all of you for what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're documenting, and the story you're telling the whole world about the power of hip hop culture. I say it's time to reimagine what's possible.
I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. And I wish I could break all the chains that are binding me. And I wish I could say all the things that I shouldn't say. Say out loud, say out clear. for the whole wide world to hear. But the question is, but what do I remain if I just stand here in my chains? Greetings, children of Africa. Greetings, Bavubuka Foundation. This is Dr. Bavubuka from Azania, South Africa, Johannesburg. I greet you warmly and I call you back to the soil, back to who we once were, back to who we always were destined to become. I want to say a huge shout out for the incredible work that has been done through the Bavubuka Foundation. Thank you for the sacrifice. Thank you for the unapologetic mission of planting and grooming hip-hop in the way that it adheres to and accentuates its roots. This is hip-hop. Our roots are hip-hop. The African soil is hip-hop. We as a people are hip-hop. Hip-hop is African. Hip-hop is black. Hip-hop is the voice of the impoverished. Those who were designed into marginalization. Those who were stripped of their belongings, identity, and dignity. Those who were invaded and stolen from. Hip-hop is us remembering who we always were and who we are saying that we want to become. So thank you to Bavubuka for always driving that message so confidently, so strongly, and so directly. I am director of Ebuko Solutions, a company here in South Africa that unapologetically positions African knowledge, youth empowerment, and artistic work at the root of everything we need to do as African people. Through that work, I have had the pleasure and the honor of being invited by Bavubuka Foundation several times, I think for the last 5 or 6 years. And I have become so involved and so incredibly proud of the work that is being done. The many young people who keep standing up for this continent, for their identity, for their language, for their expression, for the right to be human, because as African people, unfortunately, we have to fight to even recognize ourselves as human because we have been scripted out of humanity, and it is time that we take our rightful place at the center of what is human, at the center of what is royal, at the center of what is dignified. So I want to just send you a message and say thank you for the way that you have inspired me. Hip-hop means so much to me in the sense that it's a voice of resistance. It's a voice of refusing to be enslaved, refusing to sit down even when you are asked or forced to, refuse to stand at the back, refuse to say I'm less, refuse to say I'm nothing because I'm somebody and I'm something and I represent something, and as an African, I have to stand tall. I have to stand at the front, not because I think I'm better than anyone else, but I was chosen to demonstrate royalty, chosen to be the representation of the ancients. We are the leaders of this world. We are the guides of humanity, and we just need some time to reclaim our role. And hip-hop is one of the vehicles, and my vision for hip-hop in Africa is that we don't follow the commercial trends. We don't become the nonsensical scripts that have been designed for us by commercial entities. We decide that hip-hop is healing, hip-hop is power, hip-hop is economy, hip-hop is language, hip-hop is us.